Very good afternoon, children. We have been discussing about chapter 10 history, that is, many discussion we have made in previous videos about this chapter. Next, we shall discuss about the kingdoms of South. This is the new video for you. In south part of India, the new kingdoms emerged. What types of kingdoms they were? This video will give us a lot of information. The region lying south to the river Krishna is known as South India. In ancient times, the region was known as Tamilkam or the Tamil region. This is very old name of this region, that is Tamilkam, the ancient name of this part of the country. Three powerful dynasties ruled in this region. Who were they? These were the Cholas, Pandyas and Cheras. Three prominent dynasties of the ancient times established their powers in south part of India. Sangam literature, which is a very authentic and very reliable literature of south part of India, is the main source of information on these kingdoms. Through this literature, we shall know about the different types of historical truth of this part. The Cholas. First, let's know about this kingdom. The Chola kingdom was in the Kaveri Delta. Urayur was its capital. The most powerful Chola kings were Karikala, Rajraja and Rajendra. इस किंगडम के 3 रूलर्स बहुत ही प्रतिभाशाली और बहुत ही बहादुर हुए. करिकला था, Rajraja and Rajendra. Karikala was constantly at war with the Pandyas and the Cheras. Karikala लगातार जो है वार में वो लगा रहा, हमेशा जो है कम टू द पॉइंट. तो इस तरह से जो है मेंटेन नंबर ऑफ वॉरशिप. करिकला हमेशा जो है वार में ही लगा रहा. ही रियलाइज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ द नेवी इन वार. ही इवन अटैक्ड श्रीलंका एंड ऑक्युपाइड ए पार्ट ऑफ इट, दो फॉर ए शॉर्ट पीरियड ओनली. Many roads were constructed during his reign. He encouraged trade with other countries. The Pandya kingdom comprised the districts of Tirunelveli, Ramnan and Madurai in Tamil Nadu. According to Indica, that is written by Megasthenes, who was a Greek ambassador, the Pandyan kingdom was founded by a woman who maintained a large army. पांड्यन किंगडम को एक वीमेन ने जो है फाउंड किया था, जिसके पास एक बहुत बड़ी आर्मी थी. नेदुन चेलिनन was one of the famous Pandyan rulers. He fought with the Chola and Cheras and annexed their kingdoms. He was a patron of art and literature. Probably the assembly at Madurai was held under his patronage. The Pandyan kingdom was famous for pearls. It exported pearls to Roman Empire. As a result of which it became very prosperous. The Cheras, the Cheras had ruled over the whole of present day Kerala. चेरों का जो है पूरा प्रभाव केरला की तरफ था एंड नॉर्थ वेस्ट तमिलनाडु. देयर कैपिटल वाज वंजी. द चेरास वेयर आल्सो नोन एज करलपुत्रास. द मोस्ट फेमस चेरा किंग वाज नेदुनचेरल. He fought against the Cholas and Pandyas. The Chera rulers encouraged trade. They had trading contacts with Rome and Egypt. All the three kingdoms had made victorious expedition in the north, and some of them had territories up to North India. Life of the people. Most people lived in villages and agriculture was their main occupation. The people who lived in towns and coastal areas were engaged in trade. Main modes of entertainment were singing, dancing, and reciting poetry. Flute and drum were common musical instruments. Women were treated with respect. Probably rice was the staple diet of the people. Vegetables, milk, butter and honey are understood to have been in common use. Seafood was also popular. Administration. The king was the supreme authority. A council of ministers and many officials assisted him. The king was advised by a special body called Sabha on important matters. Local bodies looked after the local issues of administration. All the three southern kingdoms maintained a huge army. The revenue came from land and trade for the upkeep of the army. Economy. These kingdoms were very rich. They had abundant natural resources and a flourishing trade. Paper was in great demand in Europe. Besides this, they also produced muslin and silk cloth. The sea yielded pulp. All these items were exported. They had trade relations with West Asia, Southeast Asia, China, and Rome. For these items, the Romans paid in gold. Religion. The people in the south practiced Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. Shiva was the main deity of the higher classes. Most people worship local gods and goddesses. The most popular god was Murugan, the god of war. To please him, sacrifices were made. Sea gods were worshipped by the people who lived in coastal areas. During this period, Christianity spread among the people of the Malabar coast. According to some Sangam texts, early Tamils believed in life after death. They had great respect for the various who died in battle. Stones were erected in their memory. In this way, we have seen the explanation up to here of chapter History 10. So many facts we found about the different types of kingdoms of North India as well as the south part of India. Other and the new discussion will take place, that will be the kingdoms of North and Northwest. The Indo-Greeks we shall discuss through any video in coming time. Till then, you have to do the task as prescribed by your teacher. Do properly and responsibly there. Thank you.